What was it like going into that game last week with the conversation about the Steelers and Mike Tomlin in a way that didn't really has reached a fever pitch there in that town about it's no longer working out for the team and Mike Tomlin? How do you respond to something like that, Cam?
I think when you respond to it, I think it's just got to be your play. I think everybody wants to make a big deal about our coach, but at the end of the day, the players have to answer for it, and rightfully so. Coaches coach, players play, and our execution definitely had to pick up. Going into that game, we knew what was at stake, and there's still a lot more games at stake going forward, but we understand we're in the midst of 5 games where we got to have what we want if we want to qualify for the playoffs. And it's not about pointing the finger, it's about getting the job done. And I think our guys know that. And we know we're going to answer more questions. We're not going to shy away from it, but our tape speaks for it. And when we put out bad tape, you got to answer for it. When you put out good tape, you got to answer for it. But, that's just the business.
Well, I mean, and you know the business, having been in this league for 15 years, all with the Steelers, all with Mike Tomlin. I know the answer to the question I'm about to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I think it is maybe illustrative or illustrative of what you know to be the case there. Is Tomlin any different when the pressure's on like that and he's hearing calls for his head and people screaming, "Fire Tomlin"? Cam?
No. I think the thing that we really appreciate about it is just he's locked in and consistent. It doesn't have to be some rah-rah speech to change the mood. No, it's what he says from week one. He's going to attack you. He's going to be consistent. He's going to know what we need to accomplish in those moments. But he's got to hammer those moments home, and then it's up for us to deliver. And he beat all week up about those moments being special, especially in these Steeler and Ravens games. Even in his Saturday night speech, he was showing clips of, years ago when we played the Steelers and Ravens. And you would watch, Troy making a interception and going to the, taking it to the crib and watching them win the AFC Championship, or, countless times where it came down to one game that to decide the AFC North. And it just talked about how you had to step up in those moments. And I appreciate that. I don't have to go searching for, somebody to, fire me up. It's week to week with him. He knows what we expect.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.